Good afternoon, young warriors. Our mission. We are in the pursuit of perfection, in the hopes of diving deep into the landscape of personal excellence. I'm involved in this. I've got a vested interest. I speak on character development. By no means do I claim to be in possession of it, but I do claim to be in pursuit of it. So with that being said, last time we met, I talked about and I issued the challenge, and I called it a call to action. And I gave you some options as far as like deciding if you want to go ahead and you want to live from the center out and holding your standard first and foremost as you pursue excellence. For those of you who've decided to go ahead and pursue that route, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a couple of stories. And I'll close up and I'll explain a little bit. And the challenge will be very simple. But it's going to require a decision. It's going to require some self-responsibility. And it's time for you to step up and pursue your piece of personal excellence. With that being said, true story. Both are going to be true stories. Late 1980s, down in Florida, there was a young man named Tanner Muncy, and he played baseball. And in one particular game, Tanner Muncy went ahead and he fielded a ground ball in between the bases, and he went running after to tag one of the base runners. The umpire went ahead and called the player out. Tanner Muncy walked right up to the umpire. Her name is Laura Benson. And he said, "Ma'am, I missed the tag." She said, "Excuse me?" He says, I missed the tag. Later on, she was like, that's never happened to me. So she made the command decision. She reversed the call. But she remembered what this young man did. Well, a couple of weeks later into the season, Tanner Muncy's team was playing. Laura Benson was one of the umpires. And a similar play happened. This time, Tanner Muncy grabbed the ground ball, went and tagged the runner. Laura Benson called him safe. Tanner Muncy didn't say anything. He took the ball, walked it back to the pitcher's mound, and started walking off. But Laura Benson, she knew something was wrong. And she says, "Come here." She says, "Did you tag him?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." And for the second time, she reversed her call. Needless to say, that young man made national attention. It's the late 1980s. Now, a similar story. This took place in the NFL. It was a nationally televised game. And this was in the early 90s. And a player went ahead, a wideout, went ahead and made a catch, or what was thought to be a catch. The referee, the fielder, the back judge, had his back to where he couldn't see the play clearly. The player jumped up, celebrated as if he made the catch, when in fact, the 50 million viewers saw otherwise, that the ball was trapped, that it was ground assisted, that he failed to make the catch. So he jumped up, rushed back to the huddle, so the team could go ahead and snap the play, negating the opportunity for them to go ahead and review this to find out the truth. But as I said, there's 50 million viewers in a stadium full of people who saw otherwise. And to top it off, the commentators had this to say, and they said, "What a heads-up play by that young man." Two stories. Two young men. One virtue, character. One immersed in character, one lacking character. Young warriors, I'm not here to judge. I don't view these things as entertainment. I view it solely for education. We had two examples. Here, do this, but we also had the other end. Here, don't do this. I love examples. I love stories. They're very rich. Here's my challenge. You decide. Which path are you going to take? Young warriors, it's always a pleasure to be here. I'm proud of you and I believe in you. Until next time, go and slay those dragons.